Rob Ron stands rejoice as Robert Sugden is coming back to Emmerdale. Now, it's a thing that you wouldn't expect everybody to say, because Robert Sugden is one of the more popular characters due to his relationship with Aaron, and this continued to be a really big sticking point. One of the very early soap stans, a lot of Rob Ron stans who absolutely adore this man and is awfully eccentric, is awfully bit toxic in its own right, but still a lovely but traumatic but also stunning pairing that people still love to this day and still want them to come back. A lot of the stands, they did leave when Robert left, but now he's back. But I say that with heavy emphasis on the but. It's only for a one-off stint. He's not coming back for good. He's not going to be a long-term character. He will be back for a one-off comeback, and his scenes will show next month. Now, that's a shame in a way, but it shows that they're able to at least get the actor to come back, which is a very important part. They can actually finally get him back after all this time, which is a really big deal for Emmerdale, and a big deal to kind of reassert the Sugden and reassert Rob Ron in its own way, leaving it to be a much more excited way back. But yeah, and I'll talk about what I'd imagine the context will be. Now, I will reiterate this. I'm not an Emmerdale watcher. I'm tangentially see what's going on in Emmerdale and have a vague idea, but fundamentally, I'm not an Emmerdale watcher. I do like Emmerdale, but I don't have the time. So with that said, I will continue and read the article now. So, Emmerdale's Robert Sugden tipped for shocking return after 6 years. Emmerdale star Ryan Hawley will reportedly reprise his role as Robert Sugden after a 6-year absence from the soap. Hawley last appeared on the ITV soap back in 2019, with the character being sentenced to 14 years in jail following the murder of Lee Posner. After his previous 5-year stint, The Sun has reported that Hawley has already completed filming for his one-off comeback, with his latest scene set to air next month. Emmerdale is yet to respond when contacted by Digital Spy, and then obviously it goes through his history. Hawley debuted as Robert in 2014, becoming the 4th actor to play the role, following Smith, Christopher Smith, Carl Davis, and he's had other roles. While the exact nature of Robert's arc is unclear, we can be relatively sure that it will involve his ex-husband Aaron Dingle, who is currently preparing for his wedding to Robert's villainous half-brother John. Despite initially appearing as a kind-hearted individual, it has gradually been revealed that John has been harbouring several secrets following his arrival in the village last year, with the Doctor possessing a dangerous hero complex. Such is his desire to portray himself as the good guy. John has manufactured several situations, including intentionally injuring people in order to save the day, to his own advantage as he plays to his ego, with the figure also being confirmed as Nate Robinson's killer. Oliver Farnworth, who debuted as John in August, said of his character's dark storyline, "For me, the exciting things is that the viewers find out first before anyone in the village, so it's letting them into these big secrets that John's been harbouring. It's caused him a lot of stress and anguish having to hide things. I think the fact that viewers find out first is going to be really exciting, although I'll see what the backlash is, I guess. It's bound to happen at some point, so I'm glad it's out now." So yeah, Robert will be coming back, and obviously, yes, he will be playing a big part in Aaron and John's wedding. This is obviously going to be, we'll see how Aaron feels about Robert after all this time, how Robert feels about Aaron after all this time. A pretty interesting little, it's a very interesting angle, because you bring back this face from the past, and from what that will say, John will want to be the hero. He'll want to be, he saved Aaron, to him and his relationship, and it's all great and it's all gloriful. Will he necessarily enjoy his half-brother getting in the way? That's another question entirely. Now, I won't lie, they could make it really cruel by having John attack and possibly gravely injure Robert, which would shut the door on any future returns and make John probably one of the most despised villains. But I don't see them doing that. There's too much potential in having Robert come back at some point, effortlessly charismatic, really engaging in the role. I don't think they would kill him off as such, and that was speculation. So it's all speculation. And yeah, it's an exciting one. It's always good when you bring back fairly popular characters of the past, and especially, I mean, it's to me, it's the Chris Crenshaw approach, where you bring back a character, you have them show up for a decent chunk of time, they prove to be missed and loved and wanted, and then you basically tell the story of what's to come next. You go, oh, this was cool. I hope we see Robert again. Maybe he's changed his life. Maybe he's out of prison. Blah blah blah. Maybe this is happening. This will be cool. And then you look forward to the future when you can actually do it. And this is a lot of what Chris Crenshaw of EastEnders did for the last couple of years, where he has brought back characters who probably never thought were going to return, given them a fresh lick of paint, and made them look rather appetizing for when they do return. So perhaps this is what they're going to do. I mean, it's a weird thing with Aaron, where he has moved on since Robert, but it doesn't feel like he ever truly got over him and got over that relationship. It's an impossible scenario to understand just how much chemistry and background they have together. So yeah, it's an exciting reprisal. It does say it's a one-off comeback, so, and if it's already finished filming and it's coming out in a month, it's probably not the longest stint on the show. Probably like a 1 week thing. Maybe Aaron goes to see him in prison and says, hey, look, I'm getting married to your brother. And then he'll say, I don't think this is a good thing. I don't think this is worth it. You were the one for me, but now he's great. And then obviously Robert goes, no, I know John. I don't know if he knows John, I won't lie. But perhaps he does, and goes, look, I don't know. I don't think he's a good man. I don't think he's right for you. So yeah, it's a cool idea. It's a cool idea, and I am quite excited to see it. Maybe this is what it will take to get me to buy in and start trying to watch Emmerdale. I've already pulled it up, and I am mentally preparing to be ready to go ahead and take the dive. It's just about clearing out the time and the extra effort that it would take to just sit through and enjoy it. But you know, when I give it a good time, I do want to give it the right amount of time. I don't want to rush it or do it if I'm not feeling it. So yeah, exciting stuff for Robert to be returning. It is a shame it's only for a short-term thing, and he'll likely play a part in the already existing Robert, Aaron, and John storyline, and we will see exactly how it works. So yeah, there we are. That's pretty fun. I've enjoyed this thoroughly, and I am looking forward to seeing just what happens with this. But yeah, I'm Ash from Watching Walford. Tell me what you think about this in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.